Well, how's she going, folks? The boys ended up getting the bunk covered this morning while I was feeding cows. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Nice job done here. So we are going to get on to doing a little bit of tedding. What I wanted to do while they were covering the bunk, I wanted to get the drone up in the air and do a kind of a time lapse. Or I wanted to stick the camera to the hay barn or something, and that didn't happen. They started covering it at 6 o'clock this morning, and by 8:30 or so, they had it done. All I ended up doing was I helped them clean up a little bit of haylage and some tires that were hanging around in the bunk there. But in this video, I've got some footage from the last two loads going into that bunk. We're going to be getting into doing a little bit of tedding or raking today, rather, and that's what's going to be in this video. So we do have most of the work that is gone into this barn addition. We've had another outfit come in and put stalls in and headlocks, so we're gonna run over there. We're gonna take a peek at that, and then I've got to go check the hay and see how that's coming along. Jared was gonna run along with a tedder. He was gonna kick out some more hay with a tedder again, and then I think that Junior and I will be able to do some raking here. But the chopping is done, and we've just got a few acres to bale here. So we're going to get on with the rest of the video here. It's going to kind of be all over the place. It was good that the boys got the bunk covered before it got too awful hot today.
I helped them.
And Junior helped too. Junior was up at 3 o'clock yesterday morning. We were going to cover the bunk last night, but that didn't happen. We got done chopping a little bit late. And I said, you know what, why don't all you guys just cut on out early. They ended up getting done about 5:30, 6 o'clock. And I said, we'll cover the bunk in the morning. And these guys got here at 6 o'clock this morning, and they just started in getting her covered. So it was good to get that done before it got too awful hot, which it was only going to go up into the 80s today anyways. We got Andrew raking with this rake here. This is a, oh, what is this model Coon rake? I think it's a 7922, I believe. And we've got the quad range 4250 on this set of rakes, and we've got the 4320 on the other set here. We're only running the one set of rakes for right now. I probably should run back to the farm and get the other set. But I figured I would just come down here and check on Andrew and see how he's doing. He likes that old 4250. Freaking deer flies or something else down here. This has been hay for probably 15 years. We only cut this once a year. There's some little bitty green spots in here. We might actually let this sit another day just because it's not gonna rain for a few days, so we might as well bale this stuff freaking bone dry. He's got the rake set up into just making single rows. So if this sits another day like this will be fine. And there's the stinking phone. Always got the phone ringing. We got a little bit left here. This was all tedded out here yesterday, day before, and then we've got another strip up there to do. This is the 4250 that Jared did the head gasket on. That back rake over and he wouldn't be grabbing that other row. There he goes. He's got her moved over some now. But as you can see, there is a little bit of green still in this. You can just feel a little bit of dampness in it. And here's some Timothy here, and if you split the stem open, the inside is still a little green yet, so it wouldn't hurt if this sat for another day here. So what do you think of this job, Bob? I think it's better than chisel plowing. Why is that? Because you're in this old relic of a tractor? Yeah, better than the 8360. Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
I like this transmission.
You like this transmission? This is old school quad range.
Yeah.
Not a power quad. Some of these YouTubers that are still real wet behind the ears call these power quads. This is not a power quad. This is the traditional quad range transmission, not a power quad.
The 114250.
114250 made right here, 1983. Got 36,100 hours on it. And it shows it, doesn't it, a little bit? Cab's all rusted out. AC blows cold though. Yeah. Being that this tractor is old school, Andrew, he's kind of in love with it. But,
I like
you know, us older folks, we kind of realize that these old ones are, you know, they're kind of a thing of the past, you know. Well, we've got just a little bit of a strip here left. And then we are going to be done, right? The old suicide knob on the steering wheel. It's been on there ever since we started feeding cows with this tractor. Got a little bit of a door gap issue there, but that's all right. We just need to adjust that a little bit. Alright, we are just getting done for the day. I came up to see how the boys were doing with the barn addition here. Now, we have this interior work and whatever all contracted out. We used to do all this type work ourselves in the older barns, and we just don't have time for it anymore. And we buy all our headlocks and stalls and gates and everything like that through Seneca Iron Works, and they have a gentleman that they contract to install the gates and headlocks and stalls and stuff. Brian Bartholomew. Anybody that watches my farm, watches my channel, that's a farmer from this area, they know the guy. He does great work, fast, gets in, gets out. All this work in this barn would probably take us a week to do, and he hasn't been only like not even 2 full days, and he's going to be done in here tomorrow. In this barn, just like all of our other barns, we have 1-inch rubber on the floor. It's old conveyor belting. It is 1 inch thick, and it has all been grooved. We've got, I shouldn't say we, my brothers have put I think my brother's been working on putting the waters in, or Brian has been doing that. They've got one more to put over there. We use and we have Bowman waters in all of our barns, and what there is a sono tube. You can see that sono tube right there that kind of comes up through from the ground, so the warmth from the earth, if you will, keeps this water from freezing. And then we also run an electric heater in them as well, just so that we can assure ourselves that we're not going to freeze these waters when it is really cold. But they've got a ceramic type finish here, and we've had great luck with these waters. I know some of the guys use the stainless waters that tip over, and you can clean them out that way. We clean our waters 3 times a week. There's a rubber plug in the back side there. You just pump that out, drain the water. Now there's some sand and some dirt in here from the waters sitting outside. They were against the old addition over there, And then here is a water pad over here where they've got to put a water in yet. And then the sono tube that I was talking about is just a 12-inch insulated tube coming up from the ground. The water supply comes up through there. And then of course the water is mostly insulated itself, and then that's how you keep the water from freezing. The crossover pad here has got a stamp design to it so as the cows don't come into you know, any slippery, you know, it just keeps the concrete from being real slippery here. And you know, here we have the rubber again as well. Headlocks are in. They've got maybe a half a day's work left here. Now we bed with sand, and this, the beds themselves, they have to be filled with sand, and then we end up running sand right up to this curb here. So there's a good 14-15 inches of sand. That's how deep that is here in the beds itself. And we end up filling in between the brisket boards and the head-to-head stalls. So we've got fans that we run off of the feed alley posts, and basically about everything has been done. We've got ceramic tile in the feed alley. A couple of weeks ago I was pulling the mixer wagon into the feed alley, and they had their forms on this tile here, and I ended up hitting it with a frickin' mixer, and I blew 2 tires. I hit their forms. So there's a little bit of work left that Brian has to do in his crew, and yeah, be able to have cows in it in a couple days. So we've got an alley scraper unit that we're going to put there. We clean this side of the barn with an alley scraper. The other side of the barn we clean with a skid steer, push the manure down to the center drop. It's 100 and close to 200 feet that way. This barn here is right in behind the actual parlor itself. So I just wanted to kind of bring everybody up to speed. I didn't really talk about the barn addition next door at all last year before I got around to doing a video on it. We already had cows in it and couldn't really explain much before the cows are in there, but we are at this phase of the barn addition. I thought I would kind of bring everybody up to speed. So it is what it is. So thanks for watching, folks. Drop me a comment down below, you know, all that stuff. And we are going to call it a night, right, Bub? You going to rake hay tomorrow?
Yeah.
You are going to rake hay tomorrow. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, folks. We will catch you at the next one.